If you want to know the roots of your partner's mental disorders, you have to check out their favorite childhood video games. Is it Super Mario? Well, no wonder he's a mushroom junkie now. One of the best video game experiences as a child is the first race against Razor in Need for Speed Most Wanted. Specifically, the moment you keep pushing the acceleration button harder as if that's gonna change anything. Before reaching the finish line, you realize someone has tampered with your car and you lose that iconic M3. Seeing all this betrayal, how did everyone expect us to turn out if not paranoid? One moment it's Mia and Razor, a second later it's Big Smoke and Ryder. Who's next? Not Kylina, I hope. Racing games were a big genre in 2000s, but as years passed, they've lost audience left and right. Do you remember the last time everyone went crazy for a racing game? With the advancement of technology, it's only logical to expect games, specifically in this genre, to get better and better. But racing games are not what they used to be, and there's a good reason behind it. Let's go 19 years back, when Need for Speed Most Wanted, one of the most successful and popular racing games of all time, was released. It's the same good old story of starting from the bottom and reaching to the top. An amazing premise with lots of fun races and cars. You have to beat 14 racers to reach Razor again and win back your car. When I look at other games in this genre, I only see one other entry as successful and popular as Most Wanted. That is of course Burnout Paradise City. This one has no story whatsoever, but just as beloved as the other one. Comparing these games and looking at what they have and what they lack, made me realize why new games in this genre are just driving simulators, not racing games. What's up folks, this is Old Soul and today we talk about new racing games major flop. I want everyone to subscribe to my channel.
Everyone?
I can imagine some of you all Forza Horizon fans are rushing to the comment section to defend your beloved title. I want to ask you to take a deep breath, relax, and just listen to what I have to say. Look, I'm not saying these newer games are bad, I'm just saying this isn't a race. It's 12 cars driving beside each other. I want you to really think about it. Do you feel you're competing with these cars? Or are you in a driving test and one mistake makes you unqualified? Let's look at 5 reasons why Need for Speed Most Wanted and Burnout Paradise were the most successful. The most important factor in these types of games is the rebellious effect. Why do you think GTA franchise is so successful? People want to break the law. They want to do whatever they want and not worrying about the consequences. It's the same in racing games and that's why Fast and Furious movies were popular ones. As the name suggests, in Need for Speed Most Wanted, you have to compete with the most wanted racers of Rockport City to get to the top. All the races are illegal, dangerous, and if police gets wind of it, things get more interesting. But more on that later. Burnout Paradise has no story, so we can't say if the races are illegal, but there's still one factor that applies to the both games. All the competitions are urban. They happen in the heart of the city, in the middle of traffic, and with other racers driving like crazy. We can be pretty sure these are illegal. In Forza Horizon games though, not only the races are not illegal, and I know it's a matter of preferences, but you're also a superstar. Everyone knows and loves you, they talk about you on the radio and they root for you in every competition. I mean come on, don't spoil me. I'm just rewinding every 10 seconds and between these, sometimes I drive the car too. I think it's time Ubisoft and Playground Studio join and create Forza Horizon, The Sands of Time. This is especially important and goes hand in hand with the last part. Nothing's more rebellious than being wanted and running away from the police. Not just police, 32 vehicles of police, plus roadblocks and choppers. We can't do this kind of stuff in GTA, we're too overpowered. Who wins? The whole police department of Los Santos, or a poor innocent RPG? No game could ever recreate the feeling of being chased by Rockport City police. And as much as I love Burnout Paradise, lack of a police department is evident and makes it inferior to Most Wanted. Imagine what a masterpiece it could have been if police were chasing you while you do stunt jumps. A swarm of police cars were under your tires and you couldn't come down. How awesome the races would have been. This city had the potential. Now that we talked about Paradise weakness, let's look at one of its major forte, diversity in race. Not this kind of diversity, but this. You have your normal car race with 5 rivals. There's Marked Man, that is 4 black cars chase and try to demolish you before you reach the finish line, which is somewhat close to the experience of being chased by the police. My personal favorite, Road Rage. You have to take down as many rival cars as you can before your time runs out. And with every takedown, you gain extra time. And last but not least, Stunt Run. You have to do moves like jumping, flying, drifting, and hitting billboards to gain points. If you don't wreck your car, some of these moves will multiply your total score. Need for Speed Most Wanted also has a variety of different types of races. We have drag races and toll booth, which is a checkpoint race, but they're not nearly as fun as in Paradise. Instead, you have missions to raise police bounty for yourself. So there's that. Forza Horizon did a good job of creating beautiful scenery. The map is vast with lots of different environments. It makes driving so fun and enjoyable, and that's why I think Forza is a driving simulator, not a racing game. We need brutalist and industrial cities to really feel the experience of racing and chasing cars. But why is that? Well, our subconscious believes that street race is for the people who are not in the best situation, whether financially or criminally, so they compete against each other to gain money or power. This premise cannot be set in a beautiful scenery with waterfalls and forests. As the name Street Race suggests, it should be on streets. Now look, I'm not saying the other ones are bad, this is only my opinion, but if you're looking for a rebellious theme in racing games, this won't cut it for you. But now look at Rockport and Paradise City. These are the cities that can make you feel something, especially Paradise City, because nothing limits the race route. You can go from any path you want, and if you go the wrong way, no one will stop you. The streets are intertwined in a way that one wrong move can put you behind everyone. Not crucial, but a good story makes these games more interesting. If you have a goal, if you want to reach someone so you can take revenge and get your original car back, or if you found out the only person who was helping you all this time is a liar and betrayer, then a race becomes something more than a race. Getting away from the police takes on a whole new meaning. Your imagination takes this and embroiders upon it. If you enjoyed my content, hitting the subscribe button is the best way to support me, as my channel is not doing well. And if you think this video is worthy of other people's attention, please hit the like button and tell me which racing game is your favorite. As always,
be safe, friend. Don't you dare go hollow.